Got it. Okay, hello guys. It's episode number 17 of the LDS Frequency Podcast. We are here in Berlin, and today it's my first episode where I have an interview. I've done 16 on talking about myself. You know that you believe I'm crazy, but I'm not completely crazy because I have an amazing talent today on the show, who is Nick Drivas. Am I pronouncing this well?
Man, you said that so clean compared to so many
Really?
people. It's the accent, bro. Perfect.
Drivas, okay, amazing
Yeah.
band. I personally don't even know the guy. We met online a couple of days ago because the hashtags kind of matched. And I just found out the guy has an amazing story to tell, which I'm curious to know as well as first, because I have no idea. I just bumped into you. So man, I'm very happy to welcome you here today. Let's surprise me.
100%. Yo, first I gotta say, just thank you for having me on. It's an absolute just pleasure to be here. It's just so crazy that we're able to connect. Like, you're all the way in Berlin, Germany, and I'm here
Yeah,
in Long Island, New York today, and we're
amazing.
able to have this. It just blows my fucking mind. Like,
It's
this shit
amazing.
is
The power of
crazy.
social media.
Yeah, just a couple of days ago, we were just chatting it up, be like, yo, gotta make this happen. And then boom, we're here.
But you
And
know what? It's the enthusiasm behind. I get actually energized by young people because, as I said, I was chatting before. I am almost 48. You need to get to 23. I mean, yeah, almost a quarter of century is between us, and the energy is just match on the same level perfectly. And just the enthusiasm that both of us have has brought us together
that's
so
what
easily and comfortably. We can even be unbelievable.
it's great. Like that frequency, man. Your frequency is what you frequently see. So if your frequency is on that wavelength of like getting better, being your absolute best, because that's what I'm all about. Right. So
Well, I
I was
mean, my podcast at LDS Frequency Podcast, you're in the right place, man.
That's what I'm saying. Everything just matched up. And that was me for 10 plus years. I was a porn addict. So it
Wow.
wasn't always the best. So back when I was like 12, 13 years old, my life was going downhill. So my frequency was like shit all the fucking time. When
That's
it
the problem of the young generation because when I was 12, man, pornography, maybe you might find in one of those magazines if your old brother had one. But there was no access to pornography. Pornography for us was when I was 12, maybe I didn't even know it existed. It's like now you face a completely different challenge.
Yeah, it's a whole different like fucking ball game with that shit. So I was 12 years old when I developed the addiction, and it just destroyed my life. I felt very weak, just not the man that I am today. The vibe and frequency that I'm on now is totally different. Like my energy is just there. Even yes, I'm young and whatnot, but I feel like that's even a fucking excuse. Like I
No,
got old
to be
heads saying
young.
like, "Oh, you're young, like you have
Yeah,
so
that's
much
bullshit,
energy."
man. Because now that you're young, you need to build the future or you're fucked.
This one, like literally, it's so crazy that these guys they say this who are like 50, 60 years old, but it's because their habits are shit. And that was me. My habits were so shit with what I was doing. I was attached to the porn and it fucked up my life so fucking bad. I was using porn as a vice, as an scapegoat from the current reality that I was in. I was trying to chase a dream. I did have purpose. I was trying to be an NBA player. I worked and worked over and over again. I would work out in my driveway with the basketball hoop, and I would just go and go all freaking day, shoot hoops, but I never saw the progress. I never made the fucking school team. I never did. Every year I came up so short. I would always make it always to the last round to make cuts to
Yeah.
actually get on the team. And it never happened. And you want to know why? It's because I didn't have the confidence and belief in myself to actually be on that team. Why was that? Because I was attached to the porn. I was attached to the porn because I was doing this shit when I was playing basketball in that street every day, 2 to 3 times every fucking day. just to feel something. So I was still attached to a vice and I was trying to chase a goal and it didn't fucking work out. And I would freeze up on the court. That's how bad it would be. So I had to look at myself and pull myself out from that bird's eye view over the years to realize that this addiction was destroying my life. It came all the time when it was even just applying for jobs at the time, if it was with relationships, if it was with meeting people. I had like terrible social.
You have one now?
What happened?
Do you have a relationship now?
No. So I'm single right now. Ladies hit me up, but anyway.
I know. I understand you to me, man. You have to earn it now.
Oh yeah,
100. Has to earn this.
That's what
not
I'm saying,
available
like,
that much.
literally, I had to take that step back and focus truly on myself and cut that shit out completely because it was fucking up my life so bad. Because I had all this anxiety built up and I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to associate with anybody at all. I couldn't make eye contact with anybody in the face, like literally. Like, think about that.
Very young also, man. 12 is very young. You're a kid. You were a kid down, you know. May I ask you actually one question that, you know, that just following up on what you said. Could you just tell me why at the age of 12 you turned into porn? What was the reason?
So yeah,
You went there. That was lack of something, I guess. Have you realized why that happened to you?
yeah, I've realized over the years it was because of loneliness at such a young age. Like, the way I grew up was my parents got divorced at 10 years old. So I live with my dad. I still do. I'm still with my parents for the moment. But back then it was my grandmother's house, right?
Yeah.
So like where I'm at is my grandmother's house. She passed away around 12. So that was around the time I started to develop the addiction. It was just me and my dad and my uncle.
Because, you know, sorry if I interrupt you, Nick, because it's important to address the cause. Because so people like of your age and younger can relate. Because otherwise they say, okay, but the guy, it's, you know, I was lucky. He didn't have the same shit where I came from. It's important that you say, you know, where you're coming from and where the surroundings so people can connect and relate to it.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at, is that then she passed away, and then I just felt like just so lonely, like it hit hard, right? And then I came across just YouTube right at the time, and I found this video like randomly. It just came on my shit, and it was some girl just like stripping, some stripper or some shit, and I started looking at it, and then that shit started to go up in my pants.
Dopamine.
Yep. Yeah. Mind you, this is like 12 years old. So like the brain's really still being developed at this point. And then I remember first time was in the basement and I just started going. And then ever since then, it's just been on repeat. Well, I ended the addiction now, but for 10
how long?
years.
For how many years?
So for 22 years. So I've had spikes with this too, where
for 10 years, you mean?
For 10 plus years. Yeah, from 12 to now, I'm about to be 23. So since I was back in July of this year, I ended the addiction for good.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Just 1 year, man?
It's only been not even a fucking full.
And you accomplished so much already?
Exactly. That's what
Tell me about it, please. I want to hear everything now.
Dude, zero fucking deviation. That's what it is. Like, literally, put my head down.
I thought, you know, from the things I saw online, I thought the guys must be already free from addiction, at least for 4 or 5 years. Not even 1 year.
Nope, not even.
Man,
we're coming up on
how you did it.
That's what I'm saying. 100. Yeah, I can get into that. Like, literally.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just too excited.
100. Man, that's what's up. But it just left me so like alone and just isolated. And here was the other thing too, is that at that age, I wasn't really participating in sports. The most that I was doing was just basketball in the street. Like, I wasn't a part of any workout groups or
you were fat. When you were 12, you had a body type. You were like skinny or you were like fat?
So the way I grew up was super skinny in my teenage years. So I was built like a stick, like just straight
Okay.
stick. So yet that made me feel like shit too.
Yeah, that was the opposite shame of being fat, to be too skinny.
Yeah, for me, I had super skinny. It was like hard to put on muscle, very annoying. I would try and try it all over. That was my problem growing up, is that I would try and try at things. I had
Yeah.
the work ethic, but it just wouldn't work. And again, it all goes back because I was using porn as a device, and I was using porn to be like, you know what? I've been working so hard. I deserve it. I've been putting in the
Yeah,
work.
so
So,
totally. That's the
bro,
monkey mind.
like loving lies, bro. Like that shit will fuck you up. That shit fucked me up so many
You
times.
work so hard, man. You deserve a porn now.
Yeah, it's like with drinking or it's the same thing. It's like, no, you've had a long week. Like you deserve that drink. Like it's
Totally
Friday,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
you've been working Monday to Friday, like let's say 8 hours, and probably in those 8 hours, you didn't do hours of fucking labor. You were probably on your fucking phone for
Yeah.
most of it. But it's like you know, it's like, yeah, I've been working so hard, I deserve it. Like that was me all the fucking time growing up. And it just left me just more weak. I felt not confident in myself. I couldn't approach women. I couldn't build enough testosterone to feel like the man. The energy that I have now compared to back then is like total 360. And it just left me just shameful of myself. I felt like shit all the fucking time. And I just kept doing it on repeat. I didn't listen to that voice in my head to say, hey, Nick, you need to stop this. You know, this is the thing that's holding you back, right? That higher power, that consciousness, whatever you want to call it, right? Like that God, I don't know, like whatever voice that is, the voice of it is the voice of God, but like you can call it the universe, whatever, like
Whatever.
whatever.
It's your voice. It's inner divinity. That's
Right, yeah, whatever you guys believe in, right? So like the voice of God, like it's
yeah.
always guiding you. You know, that's what the voice of God is saying, your consciousness. And that's what it was telling me. And that's what was telling me back in July of 2022.
Wow.
So in July of 2022, this was late July. So July
So proud of you,
27th,
man. Really well done. So
2020.
proud of you.
Thank
Crazy.
you. Thank you. So in July of 2022, July 27th to be exact, was the last time I stopped watching porn. I was trying to run this fitness coaching business that I have now, and it just wasn't working in my favor. Like I got a couple of sales. I was like, all right, this is going okay. And then the sales and stuff wasn't coming in. I'm just like, I start running back to the porn again. I'm like, I'm putting in the work. I'm doing all these things. Nah, you deserve it. You've been
Yeah,
working
relax.
so
Yeah.
hard. You just bust all over the toilet seat. So I start busting all over, you know, my phone, toilet seat, all these fucking things. And I finally hit rock bottom. And on July 27th, I make that consciousness is telling me, it's like, yo, Nick, you need to invest in this coach. Because there was this coach at the time that I knew of through a coaching community I was in, like a referral. And he had this shit like established when it came to personal development, fitness, finances. Like he was living the dream life that I desired with what I was doing. So then
Was a kind of your mentor.
yes, a mentor. Yeah, a coach. Yeah. So I saw his lifestyle and I was like, damn, I need to be around that. I need to tap in and pick his brain and invest into him. So finally, after like, mind you, this is months and months of like doing fucking jacking off every single day. And I'm just like, yo, I'm sick and tired of this shit. I need
Yes.
to change. And that was the day,
But at
July
a certain point, it's
27th.
no fun anymore.
That's what it felt like. It was like I was
It's,
just
it's a
doing it just
fucking
because.
it's a fucking it's addiction. You know, when you realize that it's addiction and you fucked and it completely went over you, it's owning you now. That's a horrible feeling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So again, like I had the spikes throughout the years, but I had it hard at this point where it was just taking over my life and I knew I had to make that change. So July 27, 2022, I made the change to invest into my into that coach and make this all work in my favor. So from there on, I made a commitment that I will never watch porn ever again, not touch my shit, because I know that is my vice. That is something that will hold me back for the rest of my life with anything that I do in this life.
Huge mess for the entire society, man. I have a whole idea about it, and I have a whole mission also about pornography in the future. That's a huge problem with this society, man. A huge problem.
It's, dude, it's so instant gratifying. Like with our phones now.
All
like,
wrong, man. It's unbelievable. It's and the fact that you realized it, and you're 20, 22, man. But we are a so little percentage of this planet that have understood that that's just manipulation. You've just been used for other people purposes, which is not your health at all. It's just money. You are an algorithm for money. That's it, idiot. That's what you are.
They just look at us for number. Like any fucking doctor, by the way, guys, like any doctor that says masturbation is healthy, you should watch porn. Look at the fucking doctor.
I mean, there is no doctor who said that. Come on.
No, I swear to God, my doctor like
Seriously?
said, like, yo, yeah, you should masturbate for health. And if you look online, it says it too, like for healthy, you know, healthy body.
That's bullshit, man. You know, masturbating, ejaculating way too many times, it's like crazy, because that's sperm in your body. It takes 2 weeks to mature. It takes all the best part of your food to be produced. You know, sperm, it's basically no god, more. And you're just throwing out the floor like this? Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know that actually 2 weeks, your body absorbs this crazy elixir of youth. And look at me, for instance, like I don't masturbate since years, man. Since years. If I come, it's just because I've been with someone. But if I jerk off in front of a porn, man, I would never do this to respect of myself. Seriously. Only this because now I reached the age where I have understood. But, you know, hearing from you, man, that you know this at your age, it's unbelievably inspiring, seriously.
Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy too, because it's like ever since July 2022, like look at my physique, like go to my Instagram, like it's crazy. Like
I saw it.
I look like two different fucking people.
Like this and this.
That's
this
what I'm saying. Exactly.
Now.
Like two different people, like face structure is crazy. My body, the way it looks, all these things. And that's what I started to work on. So what I started,
self-confidence you have, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Self-confidence.
Oh my God.
If you go on video, you crack the video, man. Totally. You don't smoke crack, but you crack the video.
That's what I'm saying. People are like, oh, yo, are you on crack? And I'm like, no, bro. I'm just fucking living life out here. I'm smoking on that shit. I'm smoking on life.
That I saw in one of your stories recently, the black guy that was kicking him, and I love that one.
Dude, that shit was sick. I met that homie that day. I went to the park just to film some content. I go to my whip to put in my camera gear, and then I just hit because it was all like calisthenic like exercises, like a pull-up bar and stuff. So I'm like, oh shit, I'll just like hit a quick workout. And these guys were over here, and I was like, all right, let's see what this is about. I'm like, okay, I'm about to like just see what the fuck
just
this
go
is.
there, self-confidence, full, but push the door and get in.
Exactly. That's what I did too. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I was like, you know what? I made my content. Now I want to just like be social. So I saw the dudes, and then the dude just starts randomly talking to me, and I'm like, I'm in. I'm like, all right, let's do this shit. And then like we start hitting pull-ups and shit, push-ups, and then I'm like, yo, let's get this fucking money. Let's do this shit. Let's get this shit.
Yeah. You know why? Can I say something? Because you are just in your mind, you think, I go there, you think so many, but you don't not aware of the lights you carry with yourself. Actually, for these people, for you to approach them was wow. They feel like lucky. You know what I mean? We've been wasting so much time thinking, can I or cannot? And when you don't realize you actually the prize, you are super welcome everywhere, because you bring with yourself an energy and the lights that no one has. It's not many people have it, but not everyone is taking it out from themselves. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. You know, you are living proof that actually you can become the dream of yourself.
Yeah, 100%. So what I had to do when I went to that coach was I had to stop focusing on the things I couldn't control and focus on what I could control. And the first thing, what everybody should focus on is their physique. Because once you build that confidence, you stack those fucking wins every single day. You don't miss a wake-up time. You don't miss a meal. You track all your macros. You hit the gym every fucking day. You don't got a gym? Hit the fucking floor. You fucking bitch. Don't make an excuse.
So you can do exercise everywhere, man. I was doing push-ups before I was waiting for you. How should I kill my time now? And I look at Instagram doing what the fuck? I do some push-ups, you know what I mean? I do some, you know, I do exercising, you know, I do yoga. So, I mean, I'm plenty of things to do. I cannot actually lie. If I don't do things, it's because I've been lazy. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody is lazy out here. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna do it, and then like they don't fucking do it because they're on the couch all goddamn weekend. And
dopamines. We are full of dopamines, friend, from everywhere. Everywhere we are fed with dopamines from any fucking single angle of our lives.
That's what. So what I really had to realize from that, all these artificial dopamines, it's to keep you stuck.
Dopamine. Amazing. I have to write this down.
100, like literally, those fucking bullshit artificial dopamine shit that they are putting out is to make you feel like a piece of shit on purpose. They're doing it on purpose.
Exactly, on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. So what I had to do was just get rid of everything for it to actually work. I had to cut out, okay, porn, okay, just being on my phone, okay, focus on what I could control, get my shit right. So again, stacking those wins, getting my meals in, okay, everything to a T, like measure this, do this. Okay, this is 36 grams or 6 ounces. This is 25 grams. This is da-da-da-da. Like everything.
Well, for you, it's fundamental because you're a trainer coach, man. You really have to do it down to the point. You cannot mess that up.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what's crazy is that I was trying to do this shit and I didn't even have the fucking results myself. And I felt like an absolute piece of shit for that because I was trying to teach people at the time. And I was attached to porn and not tracking my macros, doing the diet, the workouts, kind of, if anything, at the time. So before,
this is I'm interrupt you like a second because it is a very, very, very important part. It is part of what I always believe. So you started your dream becoming a coach while you were still in the process of getting sober from pornography.
Yeah.
So you didn't wait for you to become perfect, you didn't wait until pornography was gone. You actually fought for pornography all the way through to the freedom.
Yeah, that's what was like literally I had to build.
That's important, man. That's fundamental for people to understand. They don't have to wait perfection. Perfection will never arrive.
Oh, fuck that shit. Yo, perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. So the fact that you are just making everything I have to have this perfect. I have to have this like this. I need to have this like man. This.
I was meant to have to meet you. You have everything you say, man. It's like you're reading my brain. I could live, you know, this just go on, man. I don't have I have nothing to say because you're saying everything.
Dude, it's the frequency. It's the wavelength.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I believe you have even watched an episode of mine. I believe, right? Because I haven't watched even one episode of yours, and you haven't watched an episode of my podcast. No,
I didn't get a chance to listen.
But if you would, man, it's you, it's me speaking your mind, or you speaking my mind. It's unbelievable. That's frequency. It's freaking out.
Crazy. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, your vibe attracts your tribe. So
your vibe attracts your
literally
tribe.
Like even the guy yesterday that I met, the words that came out of his mouth was like, yo, Nick's a savage. And you know what's crazy is that I use that word for my guys on my team, like, yo, savage, all this shit. Like, and what, dude, like this was 2:00 in the fucking afternoon on a Monday, you know, afternoon. Like, it's crazy that I was able to just find somebody randomly in the park, and then we just have this conversation, and then we chatting it up and whatnot. Then we did like some sprints real quick. He's jacked as fuck, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I step outside for 2 goddamn fucking minutes, and this is what happens, because I'm usually in this house right now, just doing my work and whatnot, serving team members and all that shit.
Totally, man. You are on your mission.
100%. And I step outside for 2 goddamn fucking
Don't jerk off
seconds,
anymore. You work.
and then this shit happens. It's so crazy. Like, I was just astonished at the fact that I've been just doing this personal development journey, doing all these things since July. And then I go step outside for 2 seconds, because I sometimes go to the park, but like not like that, maybe just for a walk, but to go and experience that and meet that person, and for him to be on that same wavelength, like, what the fuck, man? Like what I said at the beginning, your frequency is what you frequently see, and your vibe attracts your tribe.
I like that.
Like, that's the fucking sauce right there. So it's just crazy that I was able to just experience that yesterday, and that's who I came in contact with just randomly throughout the day. Like, that shit just doesn't happen, you know? That was through the work. The work instills the worth. So I had to do this over and over again, not fucking miss on everything that I was doing to get to this point, to have that experience, to be on this podcast, to be in this ultimate fucking flow state right now that I'm in with you. Like, it's fucking amazing.
Amazing, man. You deserve all of it. It's much more to come. Much more to come, man. No, that's
what I'm saying. Like, everybody out here is in this want and need state, and they wonder why they don't fucking have anything coming their way. It's because
they don't work, man. They are lazy. They want to have everything served as you know, the phone. You know, you have everything here immediately. It's so easy, but to do this, man, you need to fucking work. You need to wake up in the morning. You need to go to bed early. You have to do all the other things normal people do, going out, fucking, you know, blah, 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 drugs, booze, and everything. It's commitment, man. It's actually been responsible of your position on this planet, and the responsibility you have for this community, not only for yourself, because you're a public figure. You go out there in the Instagram, on podcasts, on YouTube, or whatever. You have an influence on so many people, man. You're influencing me in a positive way already. You know, can't wait to go and back, you know, hit the floor and do the fucking push-ups and be a better person tomorrow morning because I've met you today. As simple as that.
Like, dude, this shit is contagious, bro. Like, we need more of this. There's too much fucking, like, bullshit, artificial stuff, especially going on, like, as of today, that's just, it's so toxic. Like, it's so nasty. But
well, I do 5,000 downloads per month already, so at least 5,000 people will listen. We know about you very well, very soon.
Man, this shit about to fucking explode. Like, bro, this shit crazy.
And 80% of my audience is between 15 and 25, 80%, 70%, and 80% based in the US. So perfect for you.
Perfect. Awesome, brother. So, like, literally, the flow state that we're in and all this shit, like, it brings everything together, and I love being in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are wondering why you can't get what you want, because you're not staying in flow state. You need to stay in that flow state all day. How do you do that? Hit the workout, whatever that is, at the gym, or
can you explain what a flow state is?
What happened?
Oh, can you explain what a flow state is?
Oh, so flow state is basically
things that are clear to you, but are not clear to people who listen to this word for the expression for the first time.
Yeah, 100%. So flow state basically is where you're just unaware of all your surroundings and you're just enjoying the actual moment, because we're either magnifying the future, which is anxiety, or we're magnifying the past, which is depression. So that's all that, like, those low disorders that we like to self-diagnose ourselves with. Like,
so the future gives you anxiety and the past gives you depression.
Yeah, so magnification of the past is depression, and then magnification of the future is anxiety.
What's the magnification of the future? Sorry, that's I don't even know.
So basically, I'll give you an example. Like, if you're stressed out about like, I don't know, making a certain amount of money for the month, right? And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I got to do this to get to here, and I got to do this on this date to get to this amount of money, and I don't know if that's gonna work, so I may have to go this way and then go do like you're creating problems that don't even fucking exist.
Yeah, you're overthinking.
Yeah, you're overthinking, you're analyzing too critically.
The wrong perspective from your monkey mind.
Yeah, like your monkey mind, scatterbrain, all these fucking things. You're thinking like you need like 4 jobs to make ends meet. Like it's not necessary. So you're trying to make something happen that's not even fucking here. That's not going to work in your favor if you continue to go that way. So your mind is like, it's a muscle. So the more that you actually just stay in the present, stay in that flow state, the more you're going to start to desire that and
Mind
stay
is the
in that
muscle.
100%.
The
Like
mind is
stay
the
in
muscle.
that,
You need to, yeah.
stay in that flow state for yourself and stay present, right? Because everybody's just too focused on the things either in the future or the past.
You
And
drop pearls of wisdom, man.
bro, like I had to go through the failures to gain the wisdom.
Unbelievable, this guy, like artificial dopamine, mind is a muscle. It's like drops of wisdom, like bam,
Man,
bam, bam.
bro, this is all it is. Just dropping heat. Like I said, came prepared. I'm ready. Like, bro,
Yes,
that's what
you
I'm
are
saying.
Nick the Savage. You are Nick the Savage.
Savage, bro. Like literally. And with the flow state, just staying so present to the moment, just detaching yourself to everything that's around you, just staying so present and enjoying the actual moment. Because I find myself too 100% like the fucking future. Like I'm like, okay, I need to do this, this got to be like this, I'm thinking. And then I'm just like, you know what? Whoa, just take a step back and just realize the situation. Okay, you want to do this, you want to do that. It's just going to take time. But what I can do is focus on each moment, because each moment is a new moment. So we can create a new moment based on how we're operating every single day. So if you feel like shit right now, you are choosing to feel like shit. Like you can change that state as of right now. You can change it right now. A new moment right now. Right. So each moment, those little pauses that I just did were 3 different moments that you could have stayed the same or you could have changed that state that you were in. So if you felt like shit at that first one, and then on that second pause that I did, you said, you know what, I'm going to change right now. You just changed the momentum of your future tenfold.
It's basically that you have to rise the frequency either on a positive one or on a negative one. You choose, man. You only have to swift like the thought from the negative to the positive. It's up to you. It takes a second, even a fraction of a second, but you need to do it. You cannot expect that the positive thought will come. It won't never arrive unless you decide to go for the positive one and not the negative one. It takes a fraction of a second.
Yeah, like literally but it all goes back to the person. Like that's the main thing. Like what's your mindset thinking at this very moment? Are you going to be like, no, I'm just going to continue to do what I've been doing?
Yeah,
like,
to follow up with the way your wisdom, pearl of wisdom, you need to realize how have you been training your muscle brain. If you've been training your muscle brain with pornography, drugs, prostitution, what the fuck you name it, obviously, man, you're gonna be a loser. That's it, because you've been used for other people's wealth.
That's what I'm saying. Like literally, like the world needs losers too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
As many as possible, man. Unfortunately, that's the program. As many losers as possible. They know what to do. It's pornography, first of all, drugs, first, second, food, third. The basic instinct are the ones who've been like targeted, and they fuck everyone. Even the most intelligent people have been fucked nowadays by Grindr, by Tinder, by all those dating apps. They're wasting so much time on it, so much time. It's unbelievable. And they don't realize they're just guinea pigs, literally.
It's just pixels on a fucking screen. Like, especially with porn. Like, it's crazy. That chick doesn't know you, bro. Like
And it
that
doesn't
shit.
even exist, man. It's pornography. It's a movie. There are people they never met before because you don't have this in reality. You don't have all these beautiful people fucking together every fucking single day. That's, man, it's been organized. It's to make your mind dreaming in a way it will never be fulfilled. So you will never stop watching because it's never enough.
It's disgusting, to be honest. And every time I watched it, there was always that voice, that consciousness, once again, telling me, Nick, there's more to life than this. And I
Yeah,
kept
no, man. There is
like,
life actually. No more than there is more life. There is actually life.
right, like it's not sex too. That's the other thing. Like that, when you watch porn, they are magnifying, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally how sex should be. That's not how sex works. When you're with your chick, like you're with a loyal ass chick, it's not fucking like that.
Man,
It's
but
really different.
this fucks also your sexual life because you have this as a reference. You will never meet this because also those people are on dopamines as well. I mean, those people, they have injection of their dicks if they have, it's all fake, man. It's all fake. That's not real, and this fucks up with your brain so much because you have this as a reference. And of course, you're not going to do this, man, because it's not a porn set, your life. It's reality. And this is not reality. This is organized.
Yes, literally. That is not what sex is, just life, man. Like you hitting it from the back that way, all these things, the way the dude looks, or the fucking chick, like all this shit. Like it's not real, is what I'm getting at. That shit is fake, and it's supposed to be that way because then it gets you so hooked.
Man, at least if it would be art, at least I could justify it, but it's not even art anymore. It's disgusting, from every angle as you see it. It's done in a bad way. From each side you want to see it, it's a mistake. I mean,
yeah, it's a big fucking mistake. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of dudes like that I talk to in the DMs and all this shit, they got fucking problems. And I always hit them with, bro, you gotta just focus on what you can control. Because I always give advice of what I did, right?
can
Be
you
the
explain
man
this
you
better to
admire.
me as well? When you say should focus on what you can control, what do you mean? What's the difference? What you can control and what is out of control?
So focusing on what you can control is what I was saying, like your physique, starting with that, your diet, starting on a non-negotiable wake up time, a non-negotiable overall fucking routine, all this shit. And then stick to it, because once you start to work on yourself, you're gonna build the confidence as a man or a woman. You can get this shit so just solid for yourself, your confidence. When you walk into the fucking room, it's just like, yo, that's Nick, or that's whatever's name, like, oh shit, he's here. Like they know your fucking presence because you've worked on yourself so much.
But listen, you need to admit you might have periods where you don't feel that self-confident. What do you do when you have those moments where you feel like, man, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to go and train the guys. I really want to just be in my bed. I'm sure you might have these days, man, where you don't feel like so excited about, what your mission is. And you just want to hide under the bed because it's been too much recently. I feel like I need a break. You never hit those moments.
Yeah, so that's just my brain fucking lying to me, and I only use my bed literally to sleep. I don't stay in my bed.
The fuck is must be testosterone then.
Like literally, like my shit is all fucking natural, by the way. So all my results that you see, the energy, everything, I'm not on fucking shit. I'm like how I said, I'm smoking on fucking life out here. I get natural fucking highs because I'm so attached to fucking
me.
like I'm just attached to literally just working on my fucking self. I love personal development. I love working on myself. Self-help, work ethic, grinding every fucking day on my shit. That's what I love. I built this shit like since 12, 15 years old with that discipline. I was just attached to the vice of porn. So yeah, I only use my bed literally just to go to sleep.
Because you're way too busy.
I'm too busy, bro. Like throughout my day,
Really busy.
like just work, client calls, doing whatever. And then if negative thoughts do start to happen, it's because I'm fucking bored. So boredom leads to desires.
Okay, cool.
So boredom leads to desires that lead to vices. So that boredom that I'm in, I'll start to get negative thoughts and doubt, if anything, and then I want to run back to the porn. So I'll be like, oh, I'm fucking bored. There's nothing to do. Because I do get times like when I'm sitting here at this desk and I'm like, oh man, there's no calls or anything. I don't know what to do.
And there I wanted to go. They do you have those moments where
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do.
that's what I'm
100%.
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
asking for.
Yeah. But I never go into my bed and like take a nap or anything. Like
So what do you do when those thoughts that's across your mind?
yeah, they do, of course, all day.
What do you do?
So I'll do this. That when those moments happen, it's because I'm bored. Like that's what I want to get across is that you're having those thoughts because you're so bored. You need to occupy your time and get busier with what you're doing. Like get another fucking side hustle or some shit if you have to, like just to keep yourself occupied. So when you have those negative thoughts, this is what I do every fucking time. This is why I tell my team members all the fucking time. I tell them, hit the goddamn fucking floor. Like literally, go hit a workout. What you have to do is just hit the floor on repeat. Go do pull-ups. Go do some body weight workout. Obviously, don't kill yourself. But what you have to do is like literally, a positive and a negative state can't intervene. It's only one or the other. So if a positive state is A1 for yourself, your mindset is fucking ready to go and you're tapped into yourself. You're like, yeah, I'm the baddest motherfucker. I'm gonna hit this shit right now. I'm the best. You're raising your state back up, and then that positive state is hitting with other positive particles. But if you're in that negative state of like, oh, I'm bored, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this, you're vibrating on those negative particles. So what you have to do is just change your fucking state. How do you do that? Blood oxidation from the floor. Get your fucking blood
oxidation.
Yeah, blood oxidation back to the brain. So when you
oxygen,
so every time you hit a workout, right? Like you're doing bicep curls, let's say, or some shit, and you feel way better after you hit that set, right?
Yeah. When after you do Kundalini, man, after you do like or even only 3 minutes of Kundalini, and you brought so much oxygen into your brain, man, it's literally unbelievable, because you don't want to never do it because it's fucking overwhelming. While you're doing it, way too much energy. But then after, man, I was like, why I haven't done it before? That was the key of going back to a completely different state of mind. And I'm always pissed off of myself when I do this way too late during the day. I should do this as soon as I wake up, even when do breakfast, man, do your fucking routine of yoga immediately. I mean, this is mine. Just because, I'm not that big as you, because I'm more of a yogi, but I hit the floor as well. I do my push-ups, I do my sit-ups, I try to be as healthy as I can. As you said, I'm not overworking myself. I also admit, my range of capabilities, because I'm not a kid anymore. So I need to realize that, although my brain is very young, my body is also very young, but I still have to respect it. I can't actually overstress this body, because then if I have a problem, then I can't carry on to do this. And that could be a shame. Do you know what I mean? So I need to accept also the things I can control. I have to be honest with myself, things I cannot overdo. Otherwise, I jeopardize my future commitment with the things that I want to do in life. Also, admitted where you be inside your box also. You need to think always outside your boxes, of course, all the time. You need to become your dream, but also in a realistic way, not too not too much. I mean, but that's carry on.
Yeah, just like literally step out of that fucking comfort zone that you're in with that negative self-talk. When you get those thoughts at any moment in the day, because I get them every single day. Again, it's literally just choose the state that you want to be in. You can stay in that state of saying you're a failure, I'm a bitch, I don't feel like doing this. And then every fucking time, I guarantee you it will work, because it works for me. It works for all my team members. They say, yo, Nick, this shit fucking helped so much.
Let me ask you a couple of questions, because we are like already 45 minutes in. So I'm targeting an ageless audience. I mean, I don't give a fuck if they are 15 or they are 85. For me, it's the same because it's not difference between us. I hope this message will come across to so many people as possible. What would be your message to people of any age who finds themselves being addicted to anything, addict to anything that can be from pornography to food to alcohol to drugs, addiction in general as a condition of mind? What would your advice be from a point of view of a 22 years old guy who had anyway 10 years of addiction on his shoulders already? So age, that's not a discussion. There's not, you can't say, but the guy is too young. Man, the guy had enough already, and is a proof now that the guy is an adult already because he has his own successful company and he has no time to get depressed even. So I mean, what's your message to those people?
So my main message, if I had to leave with one fucking thing for you guys to really take in, create the man you admire and offer him to the world. The man that I am in fucking 11 months is way different compared to the man that I was last year, to the man that I was at 19, 18,
11 months, man.
all the way down to 12 and even fucking 5. So I literally became the man so quick because I mapped out what is my 10.0 me. Is the 10.0 me watching porn? Is he drinking? Is he sleeping in? Is he talking bad about himself? Everything.
Please, this is very important. So 10 points of view. What's
so the man that you want to be, right? Where the little man of your old self can look up to, right? That 10.0 you, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, be the man in all aspects that little man when you were mad young needed his whole life, basically.
Okay.
So the man you always needed. That's the man that needs to be admired in all ways. So for my 10.0 self, who is that man? And that 10.0 Nick is literally, again, not drinking, not using porn, not talking negative self-talk to himself all day, running my own business, literally making mad money, doesn't have any toxic relationships, no drugs, no bullshit foods, junk food, fast food, no wasting money, no just dating or hookups, right? So I had to look, was that in alignment with that 10.0 me, my higher self? What's the best version of you? You have to look at, if your life is shit right now, if it's not 100%, like literally 100%, if you are not 100% satisfied with the life that you are currently living, you need to go to the drawing board and you have to see where your 10.0 self is the best fucking you possible in all aspects that you can give to the world, and start to create that man and offer to the world and for that man that you always needed.
And use social media to connect with people. There are the 10 points of view already. If you're not, if you don't have it in your surroundings, because actually sometimes problem is the fact that you're just surrounded by the wrong people.
Oh my God. Environment is everything.
Yeah.
Like, what are you hearing? What do you guard your ears? Like, are you listening to fucking rap music all day that are talking about like shooting and killing?
That's frequency, man. That's all frequencies.
Yeah, the frequencies, 100%. Like the people that you're surrounding yourself and hang out with, are they doubting your dreams? Are they encouraging them? Are they supporting you? Are they actual winners?
How did it go with you when you did the transaction and you became the guy you are now? How did it affect your friendship? Before.
Oh my God, dude! I cut everybody fucking off.
Yeah, they leave, no?
So here's the thing: is that I leveled up so fucking fast. I just started seeing through all their bullshit so quick. Like, oh my God, you're drinking? All right, fuck you, I'm gone. Like, that shit's holding you back. You don't want change, fuck you. I'm out. I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, I do the same, man. I fuck up, and if, no, they've been as soon as I've started the podcast, everyone believed that I could be successful with it, and now that I am not successful, but it's doing well, man. I cannot admit, I am I'm submersed of messages every fucking single day. People that want to come on the show, they want to talk to me, they want to engage with me, man. People, my friends, they only they don't talk to me anymore. They left me alone completely. And when they try to approach me with my old myself, with the old me, representing the recipe I don't want to eat anymore, they come with me with poison, man. They don't come to me with solutions. They come with me to get me back to the old myself, because they are the loser and they cannot accept me to have become a winner.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Do you know how many fucking people did that to me? Like literally, I had to go through so much loneliness, but it was growth. It was
man, a friend of mine recently told me, man, but you're always alone. Yes, man, because I do fucking work during the day. I don't hang out. That's very mean from you to say, because if I am alone, because if you guys don't do nothing, it's just like I am here on this fucking planet for a purpose. They look at me like this. What, you bro? It's like fuck off, and they leave. They just tell me you're a lonely guy. Yes, I am, because I choose success. I choose to become the best version of myself, and this comes with loneliness, a lot of loneliness. But you know what? I can meet you on fucking line. We do a fucking amazing things like this. This is success, man. This is real shit. This is not hanging out. It's not jerking off. It's not how many chicks you fuck this weekend, man. I have a podcast that actually has thousands of viewers, and I'm talking to this young chick, the boy here, who drops pearl of wisdom every 5 seconds. It's like, I mean, I'm so blessed, man, that I met you. Seriously, you already changed my life. Seriously, you encouraged me so much today that you have not idea how much more motivated I am just because I've connected with you. And I hope I can be I can be still part of your environment for years to come, because that's only the energy that I want to have around, man. Just people like you. And if I cannot have it on my surroundings, man, this is a solution. Social media, if you use them correctly, they are perfect. But if you use them in the wrong way, they will kill you completely. So it's a huge opportunity as the utmost like ruin of your life.
Create, not consume this shit. When it comes to the content and just social media as a whole, like literally everybody just scrolling all day and they wonder why, like, once again, their life is shit. It's because you're attached to that shit. That's one of the daily discipline checklists, is like scrolling and social media and all this shit. Watch your life just change if you just cut out all the things that are holding you back. 99% don't want to cut it out. So be a 1% motherfucker. Do what nobody else is doing out here. That's what I fucking did. I looked around and I saw everybody's drinking, everybody's smoking weed, everybody's watching porn, all these fucking things. And I'm just like, you know what? This shit doesn't serve me. I got a bigger fucking purpose. I got a lot of shit to fucking serve on this earth. And you know what? I'm going to start right fucking now. And then boom, hit that shit. And then having looked back, literally, if anything, I do see like, okay, I hit this shit. I hit this shit for the day. Okay, boom. Dude, just watch. Like fucking 5 years from now, I'm gonna have my head up and I'm just gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck? Like total different fucking environment, everything. You know what I'm saying? But it just takes time for that to actually develop, right? So if you do this shit for like one day, let's say, and then you're like, where is everything? Where's my mansion? Where's my abs and my ripped ass physique and my hot 10 out of 10 shit? Like, bro, oh my fucking God. Like literally, like, no, it takes reps. Repetition is the mother of skill. So consistency breaks resistance. So keep putting in the goddamn fucking work. Everybody out here that does great things, all my mentors that have taught me, is like, this shit never fucking stops. It never stops. You can never be satisfied. The three traits of a hyper successful person is that you're never fucking satisfied. 2 is that you think that you're better than everybody fucking else. And then the third one is that everything, you have impulse control with everything. So you don't like react if there's like a negative situation, you're
What
just
is
like
this? The trait of who?
the 3 traits of a hyper successful person.
Oh, but that's I am. I have all the 3 of them. I have them all.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. That frequency. And that comes from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So those 3 traits right there, like you're gonna need those to be that 1% motherfucker. So you can't be out here half-assing it, because that's what I was doing 11 months ago, is that I was just trying to run the business, but I was still doing the porn. I wasn't really in
Yeah, but that's also important, man, because the conscious, be conscious of during the relapse. Conscious, I call it conscious relapsing. Because it's easy, man, to get out of this. It's not easy. You will relapse. You will relapse a lot, but you need to keep on going. You relapse, that's okay, man. Just do it again and again, till the day will arrive. You will be completely free. It will arrive, I promise, but you can't give up. If you give up, man, it's your fault then. You can't say it didn't work. It's just you've been weak, man. That's it.
So like how I do it is this: if I make a mistake on anything, if it's just fucking like a thought of I didn't hold my word, let's just say, for instance, on one thing that I said I was gonna do in my head, like I didn't say it out loud even, and I'm like for instance, let's say I'm gonna go wash the dishes, and then I get occupied in work, and then I totally forget, and then I'm like, shit, I said I was gonna wash the dishes, and I didn't. I'm like, motherfucker, come on, do better. When you say that shit in your head, go wash the dishes right away. Don't wait around.
You know what? I have a bell. I call this Purga Yoga, to clean the flat, to keep your surroundings. Hygiene is fundamental, man. Hygiene, it's super important. For a successful mind, hygiene is everything. The way you treat your mouth, the things you drink, this body must be treated like, I always say this body cannot hold less than silver, because I respect this body in an extremely profound way, because this body I have on hold, on rent for this lifetime. This body only has one shot. Me as an energy, I will carry on forever. I come from forever, and I will come on forever, because energy cannot be destroyed. But this body will end at certain point. So how did I use this body? I came to this conclusion way too late, but it's never late enough, because then I have an experience to share. But this body, man, only has one shot. When it's gone, it won't come back again. So you need to treat this body in a very, man, like the Egyptian. You should mummify it at the end, because you need to, a portrait of it, an holocaust, a statue out of it. It's important the way you, and I call this Purga Yoga while I do the cleaning of my flat, and I have a bell every now and then while I'm doing things to remember that I'm not doing this because I have to clean my flat, but I do this for myself. Because as I clean my flat, as I clean the toilet, man, and the toilet, believe me, it's the cleanest part of my flat. You can have breakfast on my toilet, because, man, there is not even a bacteria going on there. And I have a bell now and then, every now and then, bang! I bang the bell to remind myself that this is meditation. I'm not doing this because I need to clean my flat. Yes, and do it, but it's Purga Yoga for me. I'm cleaning my soul now. I'm bettering myself. So I have a bell, and every now and then, if I wash the dishes, boom, before, and boom, when I finished. And it's become magical all of a sudden.
And what's crazy is that people will think like, oh, you're crazy for doing that. And it's like, no, you stupid fuck. Like, literally, you just labeled your own insecurities then, because you're focusing on your habits, you're focusing your discipline, like all your energy is going into you getting better for you to do that. And like motherfuckers out here they don't get it. Like, they are so attached to the
yeah, but they are man, unhappy.
Yeah, they're so unhappy, and then they project that onto you.
Yeah,
you project what you reject. So it's like, it's so disgusting out here that motherfuckers be doing that shit. And
I say, man, I see you in paradise. I am going there It's plenty of time for us to hang out there. Please come with me. I see you in paradise. I'm not gonna stay in this hell, man. Not at all. If you see, go back on my socials. You know, I'm plenty of reels with beautiful music and everything. And my most important hashtags are: embrace the glorious mess you are. You're not wrong. As you said 10 years ago, man, the version of Nick 10 years ago, it was meant to be this one. It could not be another version of it, because that was the beginning of your journey. So embrace completely the glorious mess you are, because you are not wrong. Even when you are the worst version of yourself, it's still perfect if you embrace it, if you own it, and if you take responsibility of this. So have embraced the glorious mess you are. They see you in paradise. Rebrand yourself. You can start all over again, man. It's never late. At any age, I restarted a new life completely at 46, man. At 46, I was done. At 47 even, not even at 46, it's 47. I said, man, this is not the life I want to live. I rather kill myself if I have to live this fucking... I've always been struggling on the fucking life, my whole life. Me, I want to win. I want to win, and I had the courage to do the podcast, man, as I was still using. Because I also had to overgo an addiction. That's why we are connected today, because, you know, the hashtag was addiction and it worked perfectly. It was pornography. For me, it was no pornography. For me, it was actual chemicals. But it's the same thing, man. It's the mind. Addiction is a state of mind. It's not related to the substance, because you can also be addicted to shoes, darlings. I mean, addiction is a state of mind. And but first of all, I started the podcast, man, that I was still using, but that's because I had to show people that you don't need to become perfect to start your dream. You will get perfect as you do it, but the process, it's the winning part of it. You know, not to wait, but the fighting spirit is what actually is missing in this society, because they only give you ready on paper and ready on social media icons that are so difficult to reach, because they are already perfect. But who is going to bring us on the magazines, on the covers? No one. Do you know what I mean? Because no one wants to fight here. No one wants to wake up and do the fucking work. They're ready, you know, swipe left and right, up and down, and don't do the work. But that's what they want us to do. So you understood this. Unfortunately, we're already 1 hour. I could stay here for another hours, but I hope this won't be the last opportunity we have to be together on a show. But I want to leave you with a few way how people can carry on this by themselves with you. How can my listeners, my audience reach you if they want? What are the methods here we can use to be in touch with you?
Yeah, so on my social medias where you guys can contact me, look at my social media, follow me and whatnot, is going to be Instagram, Nick Drivas Fit, NickDrivas, and then the word fit. And then on TikTok, I'm on, so that's Nick Drivas 2.0. I'm probably going to change that to Nick Drivas Fit to keep it fucking simple. I'm going to do that. Okay, so literally, like, going to hold my word and do this shit right after. And the last one, my YouTube is fucking taken down, but it should be back. That's the same as my Instagram, Nick Drivas Fit. And if you guys do want coaching, hit me on Instagram. Just hit me with the word Savage, and we'll get you going on the team. And it's everything that I fucking do, the personal development and any addictions that you guys have.
Yeah, let's see. What are the services that you actually offer to the community?
Yeah, 100%. So I have two different offers that I do, my programs, right? So the first one is just regular fitness coaching that I have. So I make you a meal plan, everything customizable. So when it comes to your foods based off your macros that I break down, I give you meal plans so you know exactly what you want to have, right? Based on what you tell me. So if you want a fucking pizza, I can make you a goddamn fucking pizza, bro. But it's fucking better for you instead of some shit at Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, and it's filled with all this fat. So I can definitely get that in check for you. Then a customized workout plan as well. So everything where you're getting the muscle and the strength on you, that's just fucking light work. We talk about your goals that you want to achieve, so we get all that in check. And then also check-ins to make sure that you're getting the progress, and group calls with the team and other like-minded individuals. So for that program specifically, the fitness coaching, that runs for $299 a month, $750 for 3, $1299 for 6, and then $2,000 for a year. Now that's
crazy because a normal personal trainer would take at least €7,000, $7,000 for a year, at least.
Oh my God, it's crazy. And by the way, guys, so my prices are in USD because I'm in the United States. If you guys are listening from wherever, just convert the currencies. And then my other program is Elite Mindset Coaching. So this is more if you're a business owner and you're really trying to get your discipline right, you're trying to really level up your business. If you run like a tree business, let's say as an arborer or something, or you run your own tile shop. Like I got one guy on the team, he has his own tile business and he's trying to hit new numbers. So this is more for these guys. But if you are interested for this is more business, life, and personal growth focus. And then we have weekly one-on-one calls where we dive into your daily process, really tweak everything that you're doing so it works in your favor to build massive fucking momentum in your business. And then also your fitness is also included. So you get the same as the fitness coaching where you get the custom diet and meal plan, the group calls as well. So for that runs $3,000 a month, or you can do $7,500 for 3, $12,500 for 6, or you can do $20,000 for a year. So yeah, so that's with fitness, mindset, and really breaking down what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of mindset tricks and hacks that I've done for myself, that I've learned over the years from investing fucking thousands, tens of thousands of dollars into mentors and coaches. So those are my 2 offers. So if you guys want, you can hit me and just keep watching the content and fucking just getting the best fucking.
And also, let's don't forget it. There is also addiction coaching or addiction helping. There is a way how they can talk to you if they are caught up in this and find a way out just by simple example. Just following you on social media and share some words, and just they can, even if they are not fit already, if they don't exercise already, if they're still in the completely fucked up in addiction, still there, I guess they can contact you, right?
Yeah, 100%. So that could be more of my elite mindset coaching package. If they have a massive fucking addiction that they need help with because it's fucking up their mindset, their life overall, that fits more with that package that I offer.
You don't have to be young because this addiction, man, it's all any age.
Oh man, any age, anybody can. I work with everybody, bro. Like literally, I was taught at first, like, you need to be very narrow with who you're targeting and all that. I'm like, bro, you're limiting my fucking mindset right now. Like, and then this other coach told me, he's like, yo, you need to just hit everybody. Cause like,
exactly.
I get people asking me all the time. They're like a chick specifically, because first I was working with just men. And then chicks started asking me like, hey, what's your prices? Hey, what is your do you work with women? What's your program like? And I'm like, at first I was saying, oh, I only work with men. And then I started saying like, yeah, I can take on women. And then I was like, oh shit, now I'm getting fucking team members that are women and I'm getting paid because I stopped that limiting mindset because I was listening to somebody else and not listening to my consciousness. That's the fucking thing you just got to do. Just listen to the consciousness. Listen to what you think is right.
Bro, it was a great pleasure to have you on the show. And we will talk later again. Well, as soon as this is done, we'll catch up again.
Yeah.
Gee, I mean, I'm very happy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That was the most entertaining 68 minutes of my podcast until now, because it's not about me anymore, but now I'm having guests and I'm hearing this amazing story from you that has inspired me so much. I'm so happy we did this. It was so easy. It was so full of happiness, of high frequencies. We covered so many interesting topics. You are such an amazing guy. You are so inspiring. You have so good energy. Wow, man, I'm very, very, very happy and grateful that I came across to you. So, I mean, I thank you. If you want to close the show with yourself, though you can actually stop the recording since you are the one recording the show.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much, man.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I just hope like one fucking person got some sort of value out of this. That would mean the absolute fucking world to me. That's what I would leave you guys with is literally just don't make it about fucking you. I came on this shit today. It's not about me. It's about helping you guys. If I came on here and I just chatted a whole bunch of fucking bullshit, it wouldn't like make any sort of connection or anything. It's not about me, right? I want to fucking help you guys hit that next level, like to the point that you are just rocket fucking confidence wherever the fuck you go. Your energy is just contagious. Like literally, you're just the best you. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's unbelievable. Like legendary, undeniable fucking shit running around here. And I can't thank you enough, Luca, for having me on. And definitely got to be a returning guest, bro. I have that fucking.
Well, yeah, I will just plan the second one as soon as possible. Let me interview a few people instead between so people can get addicted to you instead of photography.
100%. Yeah, let's make that happen. But yeah, thank you for having me on once again.
Thank you, man. Talk to you soon.
100%. Let's get it.
Bye.